Going on, dudes and dudettes? Yeah, a little bit darker video just so you can see the lights behind me of that Monsters Inc. Christmas tree. So yeah, I promise it'll be a little bit more lit in the next video. But I want to start this off with a big time upset of number 4 UConn against number 7 USC. USC was able to go on the road in Connecticut and defeat the number 4 team in the nation 72-70. I think USC opened up that game with like a 9-0 run, so they kind of started hot, but then of course UConn came back. That's why they're one of the top teams out there, and it was back and forth, and I don't think USC really gave up the lead till like late in that almost fourth, because they go by 4 quarters, so almost fourth quarter. So yeah, they had control, made some big plays down the stretch. A lot of their freshmen stepped up also. Avery Howe, Kaylee Heckle, also even Kennedy Smith was back from injury and stepped up with like 9 points, I believe. So yeah, big time overall victory for them. Way to bounce back from that other loss to Notre Dame that happened about a week or so ago. Yes, definitely very happy for these ladies, and hopefully they can continue that when it comes to Big Ten play, which most likely coming up pretty soon. And then yes, USC football was able to get a big time commitment from a Georgia defensive lineman, and Jah Jarrett, or Jaheim Jarrett, I believe is his name. So yeah, he didn't really get much playing time at Georgia. I think even during this last season, he only got in on the games that were like more in blowouts than actual, meaningful minutes. But he's still a very big body out there. I think he's like 6'6" and 338 pounds, which is pretty awesome. So I think the additions of Keyshawn Silver that they got the other day, and then adding Jarrett as well to those guys in the middle of that defensive line, just to clog it up basically and stop the run game up there, or try to get some more penetration against the quarterback too, to kind of move them around in the pocket, so those defensive ends and maybe linebackers who are blitzing can do some work. So definitely it's a big time gets, in my opinion. Very happy for USC football right now, and hopefully they get some couple more guys in the transfer portal coming up soon. And yes, Duke basketball, the men's side, did go on the road, I believe, to Georgia Tech the other day and got that victory 82-56. It was kind of close around halftime, but then Duke came out and was on fire pretty much that whole second half. Cooper Flagg played very well. Tyrese Proctor did also. So yeah, very good overall win for the Duke Blue Devils. And I believe Jason Tatum, ex-Duke player for the Boston Celtics, went off on a triple-double. It was a big-time one. He had 43 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists, which is pretty awesome. I don't think 43 is a career high pointage-wise for him, but it's probably the highest triple-double he's ever had in his career in the NBA. So congrats to him, a big-time, game. I don't know if they won that game, but either way, congrats to the ex-Duke Blue Devil. And this 2026 4-star cornerback, Davon Benjamin, put USC in his top 8 coming out the other day. So that's pretty cool, but they do have some competition with like 4 other Big Ten schools. So if he ends up trimming his list, hopefully he does take out more of those Big Ten schools. So if he does not end up choosing USC, you don't have to play him in future games. But yeah, one of the top elite cornerbacks in that 2026 class. So hopefully they can get his commitment in the future. And the Lakers were also able to get a victory once again against the Sacramento Queens. I think they just stayed up there and played a back-to-back against the same opponent. They beat them 103-99. LeBron James went off, I think, after a fan talked some crap to him, but he got 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists as well. So yeah, that's great to see. 2 big-time back-to-back division wins and Western Conference wins also. So hopefully they don't end up dropping down too much with, a couple of those weeks skid. But, LeBron taking that time off definitely seems like it helped him out in that ankle too. So if he kind of needs to do that right before the playoffs and they know which seed they're going to get, then they should probably let him do that again, because he's been playing pretty well ever since he returned. And then now ex-USC running back Woody Marks has accepted an invitation to the Reese Senior Bowl. So I always kind of thought why he wasn't going to get accepted yet, but of course now he has accepted that invitation. So yeah, that's obviously one of the top places to go once you're out of college to get more eyes on you. So yes, congrats to him, and hopefully he's able to get drafted pretty high in next year's draft. And the USC men's basketball played against Southern, I believe the name of the school, and they pretty much took care of them, 82-51. So yeah, not a close contest at all this Sunday. So I think this was the last game for them in 2024, and I believe their next game is Big Ten play against Michigan. So that's going to be a nice and interesting matchup to see where they stack up with a lot of the Big Ten teams coming up. So hopefully they can get that victory and go 1-0 in the Big Ten. And Duke football did get a commitment from, I believe, a defensive back in Caleb Weaver, and I think he was a transfer too from Sam Houston State. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it says in his little picture icon from his Twitter or X account. So yeah, this guy's a transfer. Hopefully he's pretty good. Looks like he was getting a lot of love on social media, so happy that he has chosen to play for the Duke Blue Devils. The Anaheim Ducks did get a victory once again against the Utah team, or whatever they call them, that new expansion team, 5-4. And I think that was an overtime as well. So congrats to them, and they had a nice couple of wins here and there after those trades. So hopefully they can continue on their winning ways. And then one of those defensive backs for Duke, I believe it was Chandler Rivers. Yeah, he made the AP third team All-American team. So congrats to him. I think he was like second team in the ACC and a couple of second teams elsewhere. So if he ends up deciding to leave, I'm sure he's going to get drafted in the middle rounds, in my opinion. So that's going to be a good job for him and also the Duke football program to have one of their guys get drafted pretty high. So that's always good to see. And then the USC women's volleyball team did make a couple of honors. I believe the AVCA All-American Honorable Mention was Allie Battenhorst, and then the AVCA All-America third team, Mia Tuaniga, their star leader and captain, made the third team, which is pretty cool. So yes, congrats to those ladies. I think they were both drafted in the professional women's volleyball team, or not team, but the league that they have now, which is pretty cool. So congrats to them, and hopefully we'll be able to see them blossom in their career and maybe end up making the USA team as well. You just never know, or whatever country they decide to represent. So thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.